Why, hello, Patriots. Welcome back to the Patriot Dad channel, where we can discuss current events and modern issues, all while keeping it as real as possible. I apologize for my voice. I currently have strep throat, but you know what? Still got videos to make, and we're going to push through. I don't know if you've been keeping track, but Venezuela's not doing so great right now. They just had their election yesterday. Things did not go well. In fact, the country seems to be spiraling towards civil war. Hopefully that can be avoided, but that's yet to be seen because things are still escalating. But we can start back at the beginning. But before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that during the ramp up to the 2024 election, the Rogue Dermatologist and the Patriot Dad channel are collaborating to bring you another great deal. In remembrance of the attempt on Trump's life, if you follow the link to trumpmug24.com, it'll take you straight here. Scroll down, add it to your cart, go to checkout, enter the code PDMUG, and you'll save 20%. Take advantage of this offer while it's still available. Now, back to the video. You might be a meme channel, but you know what? Declaration Memes here points out something very important about Venezuela. Socialism destroyed even the wealthiest of nations. America is no exception, and we are at risk of it if we let it continue. Venezuela should be a warning to us all. So if you look at this graphic, Venezuela 60 years ago was 2 times richer than China, 4 times richer than Japan. It was the 4th ranked economy in the world and 1st in Latin America. Its currency was second only to the US dollar, and it had an excellent healthcare system. So what changed? Socialism, the nationalization of many of the industries, including the oil and gas industry that paved the way for most of that prosperity. So you start nationalizing things go a little bit more socialist, businesses pull out, investment dries up, mismanagement because centralized planning is just always awful. People may not like capitalism very much, but you know what? It's better than socialism, and for right now, it's the best system we have with where the best place to allocate natural resources is. So, hate it if you must, but you know what? It's a warning for us because, as Matt Gaetz points out here, what's happening in Venezuela right now could be historic. It must teach us this lesson among many. You can typically vote your way into socialism, which if you vote for Kamala Harris, you're kind of doing. She's the most extreme left-ranked member of all 100 senators when she was in the Senate. If you want to vote for Kamala, that's a vote for socialism, but you end up having to fight your way out of it. As we're seeing right now in Venezuela, as of last night, it's very difficult because of things like this. From yesterday evening, the Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro has deployed the country's military to prevent people from voting. This is the opposition's turnout for the upcoming election has been described as unprecedented. People are kind of tired of it. They want freedom back. They see what's happening in El Salvador and they see what's happening in Argentina, and I think that has a lot to do with it. When you have President Milei and President Bukele showing such prosperity and success, and then you see what's happening with your country under socialism, I could very easily see how you would want something else. What's happening? Well, it could be the United States by 2028 if we allow 2024 to be stolen by the Democrats. I agree. Stealing, you say. Well, what about this? Thank you, cat turd, for this one. Picture of the election being stolen in Venezuela last night. Oh, wait. That's the Democrats from 2020. Sorry, wrong picture. Well played, sir. But you can see here that last night, even though soldiers were showing up trying to prevent people from voting, people weren't leaving until they were allowed to vote. Now, I also heard rumors of polls closing early in some locations, and then ballots possibly going missing and random ballots showing up. Now, I haven't seen any confirmation of that, so I'm not going to say that that is a fact. However, when you have people that are willing to do this for freedom, they refuse to leave their voting centers until all their votes are counted. This was in La Guaira. People of Venezuela are on the verge of destroying socialism. God help them. And they will need help, guys. They'll need a lot of support. And the crazy thing is, as of right now, and this is the evening of the 29th now, so the next night, our president has not come out and said anything about this yet. At least not that I've been able to find. I've found President Bukele and I've found President Milei have both made statements about how Maduro is trying to steal this election, because the rumors going around is that he lost significantly. But then what did he do? He showed up on TV and said, hey, look, I won. And then, crazy turn of events, he declared war on Elon Musk, whom he calls his arch enemy. Claims that Elon Musk wants to invade Venezuela with his space rockets. I don't think suborbital transport starships are up and running yet, but also there is a lot easier ways to get into your country, sir. I don't think we would need to do it by rocket ship. Also, I like how he targets Elon Musk, who runs the current free speech platform. Now, it's not completely free speech, but it's freer than most, and it's where you can go to get most of your news as current as possible. So what are some other scenes? We've seen that we have people tearing down signs and statues and all other forms of propaganda from the Maduro regime and prior communist folks. So, hey, look, I'm rooting for you guys. I really hope that you're able to be successful, because Maduro is not great. Your country under socialism has suffered a great deal. But one last note is, it looks like at least one of the generals leading the army that was put against the people has talked to some of the demonstrators and pulled their troops out, which means they're clearing the way towards the presidential compound. Here's a crazy shot. Kind of reminds me of Ukraine a little bit, but as Gunther points out, it's starting to get real because the civilians are starting to take over military equipment. And you see here, they have a tank. Like, I don't know what you do with that. Other than, if Maduro does not step down peacefully and admit fraud, they're probably going to have a full-scale civil war kicking off here in the next day or two. I think that's unfortunate. I think any life lost is one that didn't need to be lost. But you know what? I hope if it gains them their freedom, that they're successful. And I think the international community needs to come out and say, nope, bad elections doesn't count. You need to go. But we'll see if they do, because the international community probably should have said the same thing about our elections in 2020. I don't know what your thoughts are about that. Maybe leave it in a comment below, but I really hope that we get more freedom in the Americas, not less. So thank you to those of you that made it to the end of the video. I appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it and leave a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this one on the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the little bell icon so that you can be notified when I upload additional content. If you have a recommendation for a future topic or video that you'd like to see reviewed on the channel, please make sure you leave it in a comment below, as a majority of the reaction content here on the channel comes from recommendations from viewers just like you. I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a great week. Stay safe, and God bless. Go ahead and check out one of the links on the screen now to either subscribe to the channel and see the rest of the videos of the channel, or one of the carefully selected videos that you may wish to see that YouTube has used its algorithm to select for you.